Hi Leo, the Awakened Dreamer here to give you a tarot reading for your next 48 hours. Thank you so much for joining me. Do keep in mind this is general, so just take what resonates and leave the rest behind. But I more than appreciate your likes, your comments, and your subscriptions to the channel if you haven't done so already. I feel very calm, a little bit out of it in your energy, okay? You could be feeling the need to be extra productive. With the Four of Cups already being brought to my attention from the Good Tarot deck, I really do sense that there's a push to remember or to recognize to the fullest extent who and what's not meant for you. Okay, that's going to come through quite strongly, as I do feel like you're attracting a lot at this time. Okay, bear with me. I do feel like I need to kind of shake it off, and I think that you're going to need to do that at certain points in the next 48 as well. Let's pull from this deck. What else do we have? Do keep in mind this is meant to pertain to the following 48 hours for you, beginning around when you were guided or drawn to this video, not just following when I post it, okay? What else do we have for Leo? I'm hearing very observant in the next 48, okay? Noticing pretty much everything that's happening around you, right? Maybe too much at times, but I do feel like with the Eight of Fire and the Nine of Water, you're being reminded that a wish fulfillment is flowing in quicker than meets the eye, or you just are allowing for oneself to remember at times, right? Or to recognize, depending on your situation. But I do feel like you're gaining communication for some, and this may tie into a wish fulfillment that you desire, whether it's a specific somebody that's been on your mind or you've been attracting, or it could be when it comes to, more sexual attention, more friendships. I just feel like there's a lot of connecting for you in the next 48 that will feel comforting or just eye-opening, some of which you could be a little disgusted by, where I just feel not everybody has your back. Not everybody is your cup of tea, your taste. Okay. I'm getting very much online dating or just online apps, right, for connecting with people. Don't be surprised if the past reaches back out in one, if not specific ways. You're going to hear what you need to in the next 48. So do remember that. Your peace and comfort energy-wise is needing to be admired, okay? It needs to be acknowledged at the very least by oneself. Other people will notice it and not necessarily mention it. If they do, it'd be more so at a distance, okay? Those who are in your physical presence may just benefit from it and not mention it. That's the vibe, okay? But I do feel like there is a thought at one point that Spirit's going to give you, right? They're going to speak to you through your thoughts and remind you to kind of snap out of it a little bit or adjust your perspective on that wish fulfillment. It could be in relation to it. It could be more so in regards to, your connection to the universe, or it could be when it comes to all that you need to accomplish. I just feel like, or think you need to accomplish, your perspective is everything in the next 48, okay? I'm hearing just distract yourself. But I really do feel as if you're embodying this King of Swords way of being, okay? People are seeing you as one wise individual, one beyond their years, potentially for some, but I do feel like you're, an old soul who just is very angelic and just a little bit has the feistiness or just the defensiveness within them that they're ready to put to use if need be. But I really don't think you're going to in the next 48. I just feel like that's quite obvious to those who associate oneself with you or even meet you or tune into your social media or work with you. But I just feel like you're being viewed as somebody who has a shining, knowledgeable kind of personality, okay? Feathers coming into play. Don't be surprised if you see them, even if it's on social media posts, stuff of that nature. But I do feel like you're being reminded that whatever's meant to come in for you or come back around for you in one way, shape, or form, when we go back to that Nine of Cups, you are meant to put your past experiences to use. I feel like even recently, but again, or just in general in the next 48, you're being reminded that you have had past experiences, whether it was past dating, past jobs, past living situations, you name it, just past experiences in general that have prepared you for this wish fulfillment. One specifically coming to mind, but that will play into other wish fulfillments surrounding it or just following it. You are more spiritually protected and guided and prepared than you think or remember at times, okay? And I'm hearing we have your back. the Five of Earth and the Ace of Fire, I really do sense that there's thoughts of where you don't fit in, or thoughts of where you once didn't fit in and therefore you're where you're at, right? Or you want to head to a new location in one way, shape, or form. I feel the crave for adventure stemming from you, the crave to travel, to again bond with new people, to experience. I feel like even recently and throughout the next 48, there's one, if not several moments where you're happy to hear from somebody, or you're looking to bond with somebody on a friend level, and then they want more from you and it kind of ruins things, or you want more and then they kind of want to just bond on a friend level and it kind of ruins things in your perspective, in your eyes, or just the vibe of where the conversation heads. And I just feel like that in of itself is a little bit frustrating. But I just feel like, again, we didn't really mention it, but who you're meant to proceed with, as far as connecting, it'll continue, right? It just feels like we're fizzling out certain connections that aren't meant to be super strong moving forward, or just one of the main characters in your story. Wow. So I just feel like at times you could be feeling a bit showy with that wording, feeling as if you're kind of being watched in a lot of ways, and you may be putting yourself in the public eye, right? And so therefore naturally you're being watched, noticed, appreciated, and recognized. But I just feel like you are, even when you're walking down the street or driving or going around accomplishing errands, going to work, it just feels like you kind of assume, and are even to an extent manifesting, people turning and looking at you, right? There's going to be a moment or two where you think somebody's looking at you, if you can't fully see them, or if you are just turning your head to look in that direction, and Spirit's going to say that they were not watching you, okay? A little bit paranoid to a certain extent, but I do feel like that could just be stemmed from you desiring that spotlight attention in certain ways, okay? And potentially just feeling as if you're looking good. Well, I'm realizing I didn't actually do my hair, and I don't love it. Anyways, whatever. It's short enough where it doesn't fully matter, but I do feel like there's a lot of messages once again coming in, full of passion, sexuality, clarity. I just feel like you're not fully grasping the fact, even if you know this in certain ways, you're not fully remembering or grasping the fact that you're manifesting a shit ton. Bear with my language, but it's just the way it's meant to come out. Look at that. So I feel as if there's a lot of fire energy coming towards you, Aries, Leo, Sag. Didn't mean to say in that order. I usually put you first, or us first. Or in a lot of earth sign energy coming towards you, or one specific, or multiple people, however it works out for you, and that's Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus. I feel as if that half of all the signs, it's just those two. Okay, you're embodying this kind of energy, and the King of Swords in a lot of ways, but I do feel like you are noticing that air signs and water signs aren't as attracted to you at this time, or drawn into you. I think that's purposeful from the universe. Interesting. I'm hearing you may not believe that watching this, but it's coming out for a reason. I want to pull, let's see, one of these cards here. Prism Oracle. What else do we have for Leo? Okay, we have pain. I feel like there's certain physical pains taking place. You could get a headache. You're thinking about past pain. Somebody else in your midst could be in pain. I do feel like you're experiencing a lot of movement, right? A very Eight of Wands vibe. Once again, Eight of Fire. I do sense that things are just transpiring for you in a lot of ways. And just the communication is just through the roof is what they're saying. But I do sense that you're not fearing things per se. You're a little bit worried, or just wanting something so badly, but I do feel like you're not fearing, okay? And you're being pushed to embody that more so moving forward, where your fearless nature as a Leo, at least the majority of the time, it just needs to be embraced and put to use, okay? People are seeing you as somebody who's leading the way in certain situations in certain ways. When you have space, okay, when you have your hermit mode, when you're in your own space, and you feel kind of separated from certain people or a specific somebody, there's going to be a forewarning, okay, whether it's somebody or something that's not meant for you, whether it's a bit of danger that could lie ahead, right? Yeah, it feels like for a lot it's about who is reaching out to you, or just a red flag in one way, shape, or form. But I do feel like in a lot of ways, it's like there are very colorful moments the next 48 hours, and there are other moments when there's just minimal color, okay? But you will experience a hint, if not some sadness. Those empathic Leos drawn to the reading, cleanse your energy and recognize that it's probably not your feeling. Could be an energetic connection. I think this came up in your reading before, but I do feel like there's a hunger for more in more than one way, and that's coming into play. Your fire sign hunger will shine for your guides to see, if not, and or for others to see, okay? I just feel like you're going to see growth, potential taking place. You're going to see success come to be with your business, project, whatever you've been putting your efforts toward, and whatever you've been trying to manifest. But I just feel like, okay, illumination in the midst of isolation. But I just feel like, again, it's not enough for you. You're hungry for more. And it's Spirit saying, cool your jets and allow for yourself to recognize that what you desire and what's meant for you is coming to be as it's meant to, all right? And don't compare one's path in levels of success and progression to others at this time, because it's very easy to do so for whatever reason in the next 2 days. Everything's coming to be as it's meant to once again, and I do feel like you're shining in a lot of ways. So enjoy the attention because it's coming through in more than one form, all right? So I hope this was truly helpful. Sending you so much love and light. Go enjoy the next 48 hours, and I'll see you next time. Bye, Leo.